Finally, the Baltimore Ravens coach had to step in and put an end to the fake news that Shedeur Sanders not wanting to play for Baltimore.
I don't know if you heard this report comes out that Shedeur Sanders said he didn't want to go to the Ravens because he didn't want to have to back up Lamar Jackson. Do you guys have any legitimate interest in him, or we can't?
You're asking me.
We can't ask Eric, so.
Oh, that's a good way to frame it. But so you think that I'm going to answer draft process questions? Yeah, I was in the room. But we have a policy here that we don't talk about the draft room decision-making process. So I'm not going to be able to answer that for you. As much as I may like to or may not want to, I'm not going to be able to answer that for you.
Okay, I think we can end it on that.
Okay. Thanks for asking, though.
This is interesting NFL news. Shedeur Sanders was going to be picked by the Baltimore Ravens earlier in the NFL draft. That's right. Early in the 5th round, the Baltimore Ravens were going to pick Shedeur Sanders to be the backup for Lamar Jackson. But it got nixed. Why? Because Shedeur Sanders let it be known that he did not want to go to Baltimore. He was never going to play under or behind the 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. And he preferred to go somewhere where he'll have a chance to play sooner. I think this was a bad move. I think you should have went to Baltimore and learned behind a superstar, a future Hall of Famer, how to play the game and not go to Cleveland. Then they could have traded you, or you could have waited 2 or 3 years and went somewhere else. I think it was a mistake, but this is what happened. Again, Baltimore wanted to pick him. I believe Atlanta did too, but he was not going to start. And Shedeur Sanders did not want to wait his turn. He didn't think he was ever going to play behind Lamar Jackson. I think he should have went to Baltimore because I think the culture is so much better than in Cleveland.
There's something about Shedeur Sanders that makes people turn their brain off. For y'all that missed it, a story came out today that the Ravens wanted to draft Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round. Shedeur said, no, I want to go somewhere I can play. He got drafted to the Browns 3 picks later, right? Complete non-story, but here's the part that really gets me. There are people calling him arrogant and all the other things because of this story, but here's the crazy part. Guys, you know what would have been arrogant? If he would have said, you know what, send me to Baltimore, I'm going to go take Lamar Jackson's job. That would have been arrogant. Baltimore would sooner trade every crab in the harbor before they got rid of Lamar. So of course Shedeur said, hey man, send me to go face off against Joe Flacco. He food. I like my chances.
Cam Newton believes Shedeur Sanders made a bad decision by declining the Baltimore Ravens to draft him and going to the Cleveland Browns. You're doing a great job on First Take, but this was a horrible take because this past weekend was a great example on why Shedeur made the right decision. Lamar Jackson currently has the highest QBR in NFL history with 102. This past weekend, he was 21 of 27 attempts, 357 passing yards, 36 rushing yards, and 4 touchdowns. You know what Joe Flacco had? 25 completion off 45 attempts, 1 pick, and 1 touchdown. Let's be real about something here, Cam Newton. You sat behind one of the greatest quarterbacks in college football history. Why did you leave? You don't think Tim Tebow could have been a great mentor to you? Why did you go? Because you claim you never got kicked out. You chose to leave. Why didn't you stay? Because it wasn't the right situation for you.
When Coach was asked directly about those so-called reports, he looked the media in the eye and said this. We have a policy here that we don't talk about the draft room decision-making process. I'm not going to be able to answer that for you. Boy, did he drop the mic on this. Though, if I was his PR team, I would have the coach said this instead. You must effort. Stop putting our organization's name in your gossip. Stop twisting our draft into a TMZ sideshow. Baltimore doesn't leak nor play those games. People hiding behind the word anonymous run to the press, whispering half-truths and pushing spear campaigns. They want headlines, they want drama, and they want to control the narrative. But when you throw dirt on a player's name and hide your face, that's not reporting. That's cowardice. So let me say it clear. May the real anonymous please stand up. Man up. Stop hiding behind leaked quotes. If you've got something to say, put your name on it. Show your face to the media. Until then, your credibility is 0. This isn't about Shedeur not wanting Baltimore. This is about an orchestrated campaign to drag his name before he even gets a fair shot. Coach Harbaugh sent a message to the entire NFL world. His team doesn't feed into that noise. The Ravens are about football, not fake headlines. The so-called anonymous sources better hope the light isn't too bright. As his fans, once again, I'll say it louder for the people in the back. May the real anonymous please stand up. Stop hiding, because in the end, the game will expose you. Oh, by the way, once Shedeur leaves, I'm out. Deuces. Thanks for stopping by.